billions of dollars in military equipment, and none of it made a difference. Since the early 2000s, Russia has been Venezuela's biggest source of arms, providing fighter jets, tanks, and anti-aircraft missiles. Along with the weapons was also the promise that Russia would come to the South American country's rescue in the event of an attack by the West. Just last year, Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro joined Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow to sign a renewed defense pact. But when the United States bombed the Venezuelan capital of Caracas and kidnapped Maduro, neither Russia nor those defense systems were of any help. And just a few days later, Russia was unable to stop the U.S. from seizing an oil tanker seemingly carrying its flag, even after saying it deployed a submarine to intercept.
When they made those statements, they firmly believed that it would never happen, that the United States would never attack Venezuela. In terms of logistics, it would be impossible for Russia to mobilize anything quickly to do something about the US. I mean, it would be suicide for Russians to do anything about this. And I think Russians would not risk a third world war because of Venezuela.
In 2024, Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad was overthrown by rebel forces after more than a decade of civil war. Putin had promised to defend his Arab counterpart, but in the end failed to do so, like Maduro. Does Putin see the loss of these allies as a threat to his power, or can he benefit in some way?
I think believes that he is getting actually profit of this. With the United States heavily involved in the Western Hemisphere, and perhaps in Iran, the United States would not help Ukraine. The relations with the United States and Europe collapse. Europe is on its own, and Putin, at least with Ukraine, can have free hands to do things he wants to do. So he's, in the end, might win.
Russia isn't just losing military allies. Its economy could become more threatened as well. With the United States looking to take full control of Venezuela's vast oil reserves, Russia's so-called shadow fleet of illegal oil smuggling ships could be threatened. And local media has reported that the U.S. is prepared to force Venezuela to sever all economic ties with its overseas partners. But some experts think it could have little effect on Russia.
It would not have a direct impact, at least in the short perspective, to the Russian economy. What it is, it's very symbolic. It's actually, when Trump was saying we get rid of Russia, that is a very symbolic blow to Russian reputation, to Russian image in Latin America. And of course, Russia would have to find a way to build something different.
Despite these challenges, Russia has shown its ability to adapt to the loss of another ally.